Part 3 of how to make your sunburst granny square bag. In this video you will learn how to add your shell border and how to add a single crochet edge around the top of your bag. Now continuing on from part 2, you won't have fastened off. If you have, don't panic, just join your yarn however you like to do that. We're going to just turn our work, and what we're going to do is we're going to work into the third stitch. So not this one that is right at the bottom of our hook, not the next one, this one, and we're going to do 5 US double crochet. So yarn over into that third stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we want 5 of those. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is our first little shell. To bring that down, to secure that in place, we want to skip the next stitch, slip stitch into that next one. And that will give us our first little shell shape. Now we're going to repeat that. So what we're going to do is we've slip stitched into here, we're going to skip the next stitch and do 5 US double crochet into the next one. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and 5 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to hold that in place and give us our nice shell shape, we skip the next stitch and we slip stitch into the next one. And there we go. There are 2 little shells as our border. And that's exactly what we want to do all the way along. So again, we're going to skip the next stitch, then do 5 US double crochets into the next one. Skip a stitch, slip stitch. So we'll do that until we've got 5 along here. So you're going to then skip a stitch, do 5 double crochets, skip a stitch, slip stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochets, skip a stitch, slip stitch. So do 2 more and then I will show you what we're going to do around the corner. Okay, so I'm on to my 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one. I'm just going to skip that stitch and do my last slip stitch. And then what we're going to do is this, we're essentially going to do the same thing, but I'll show you how it should work out that it sits. So skip that one, do 5 into the next one. And our slip stitch should work out that it's in the middle stitch of the 3 that are in our corner. So if you have a look, 1, 2, 3. So we skip this one and we are slip stitching into that, which should be the very corner stitch. If it's not, you might want to go back and just double check your stitch counts. And then that will mean that it will sit nicely, finish right in that corner, and then we will start again all the way along the bottom along to this corner. So again, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet, skip a stitch, slip stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet, skip a stitch, slip stitch. Do that all the way along, carry on all the way around. Again, it should work out that you'll have a slip stitch in your middle stitch from your corner, from your 3 there. The middle one should be a slip stitch, and it should work out that it goes all the way up to the end. So I'll meet you all the way along here. And just to quickly show you again, so I've come along the bottom and I've got this last shell, and the slip stitch should work out as the second one in that corner where there's 3. It might be easier to look at it from this side actually. So you've got 1, 2, 3, you're going to skip that one and you're slip stitching into that middle one. If that is wrong, just go and double check your stitch count. That is what gives us this nice, so it sits nicely around the corner. So I've just got all the way up this edge, and if your stitch count is correct, it should work out. I've just done my 5 double crochets, so I'm going to skip this one, a bit squashed up here, but skip this one and in the very last stitch, it should work out, that is where you have your final slip stitch. So there we go. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells on each side of your bag. Now from here, what I'm going to do, let me just move these ends out of the way. I'm going to tuck those in. What we're going to do is US single crochet around the top of this bag, because I think it just gives it a nice finished edge. So what we're going to do is move into this space here. If you really want to fasten off and join your yarn here, you can. It's completely up to you. I'm trying to minimize the amount of ends that I have to weave in, if I'm completely honest. So I'm going to move all these out of the way, and I'm going to move over to this corner here. And because you've already got 2 stitches going down this side, I'm just going to do 1 single crochet in there. So there we go. Then we're going to do the same as we did for our first round of the border. We're just going to single crochet in every single stitch, but obviously do not get both sides this time, because otherwise you will join your bag shut. So again, mine is again another chain that is actually counting as a stitch, so we want a single crochet in there. What I'm actually going to do is, where that first single crochet is in that corner, I'm going to use a stitch marker so that I know where to join this round. And then, like I say, I'm going to go all the way along the top here, just add a single crochet all the way along. So I'm going to put a single crochet in every single stitch along the top here, and I'll meet you when we get to this end. So there we go, I've put a single crochet in just one side in every single stitch along here, and we've just got to this corner, and as with the other one, we've already got 2 in there, so I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in there. There we go. See, it just gives it a nice finished edge. And then we're going to flip our bag, move to the other side, 1 single crochet into this corner. There we go. So that's brought us over to this side, and again we are just going to single crochet into the top of every single stitch until we get to the end here, and I will meet you there. So here we go, single crochet in all of the stitches along here, and I've just got to this corner. Again, 1 single crochet in there, and where we've put that stitch marker, we want to slip stitch into the top of that very first stitch, and then we can fasten off. And there is the main body of our bag. We've joined them using a single crochet around the edge, we've added our shell border, and then we've single crocheted around the top. Now head to part 4 to learn how to make your handle and attach it to your bag.